Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of my Order Mod 6 to the Sky series. To start off, I have to apologise. I've recorded about half the episode, and the way I record is I've got my headset on with my microphone attached to the end. I've got my phone to the side of me on charge, and I've got my gaming system in front of me. So when I speak and when I've got Minecraft sounds going on, I can't hear what's going on around me. At some point, I've activated my Google Assistant on my phone and it started playing music. So there's a lot of music overriding my voice, and I believe it would get copyright striked. So we're going to have to play catch up really quickly. So I'm going to do this as fast as I can and whilst being as detailed as I can. Here's the episode. Okay, to begin with my Civin setup, I've got the diamond mesh onto all of these now, and I'm doing 25 items at a time. This means I can get through a few stacks quite quickly, and since our last episode, I have sieved about 4,000 gravel, 4,000 dust. I haven't done much sand because sand isn't as important at this stage. Doing that, I've got things like diamonds and emeralds and essence and lots of lapis and gems and other items. Using those, I've made these compacting drawers. These compacting drawers will compress down items to their base components. So with lapis, I can get 9 from this lapis lazuli block, which compresses it down. I can also get 9 of those from this compressed lapis and so on, but it only does 3. So that means I can chuck in 9 stacks of lapis in there, and it'll give me 1 stack of lapis block I could pull out, or X amount of lapis compressed block, which just makes, when you get large amounts of items like essence and lapis and gunpowder, and especially flint, because flint's the worst offender, see I've got 8,000 of those, it means I can keep a lot more in there. I also made the drawer controller, which allows me to connect to all of these blocks here to the side. So rather than having to find the block it goes in and right click, I can just go around here and right click on the block here, and it will put it into its correspondence piece. While that, I also crafted a key, which if you look up here, there's no lock. When I right click on it, there's a lock. That means if I took out every single item of this, it still stays there. Whereas if I right click that and take it off, it disappears. So that just means that you won't lose track of all your items when you pull too many out. For example, when I'm taking these out to craft into chunks. Alright, next item on our list. The second thing I did was I upgraded our furnace here. So rather than having the bank of furnaces here to smelt things faster, now I've upgraded a single furnace. This is from the iron furnaces mod, which basically means you can, like you could with chests in previous games, you can upgrade your regular furnace to an iron furnace with iron around the outside. Then you can upgrade the iron one to a gold one with gold and a gold block, to diamond, to emerald, obsidian, then netherite. Then even from there you can go into the Aldemodium furnace, which just gets insanely fast to the point where it stacks like a stack a second. It smelts a stack a second, I should say. But our emerald one will smelt a lot of items quite quick. If I just tap it on there, you're seeing there it's doing it a lot faster than a single furnace would do. So this is what I did. I then took a stack, 2 stacks of each of those ore chunks over here, smelted them down to put into our chest here, which makes crafting a lot easier. For example, if I wanted to make an iron furnace, I just recipe it, shift click, and it brings all the items out into the inventory that are in these 2 chests to the side. So during that time as well, I also built this. This is a time in a bottle, and it's honestly going to be your best friend in this mod pack. It's quite easy to make with gold, diamond, a clock, and lapis, and a glass bottle. All resources that once you get to iron mesh, you should be able to make this. You want to make it as quick as possible, because having this in your inventory, it stores time, which means that when you're doing something, a process that takes a while. So for example, if I take some obsidian out of this system here, you can see that my lava has taken some time to melt down into lava. If I shift right click on this, it speeds up that block, that entity, tile entity there, by 16 times by using time that you've stored in a bottle. It can go up from 16 to 256 times speed, which is insanely fast. And this means that when you've got one of those processes that takes a while, whether it's lava or composting dirt or furnaces even, you can speed up a lot more. I also put a block of uranium under here, which means rather than 4 times speed, it's doing it at 20 times speed. So 20 ticks per second rather than the 4 ticks per second it was at before. Okay. Also, between episodes, I crafted this magnet here. To make this, you only need iron, lapis, redstone, and an ender pearl. The ender pearl I actually got from a quest reward for in case of death. You can get an ender pearl as a quest reward, so I would suggest using it as an early way to get item pickup from a range. So, in the episode that was meant to happen, I crafted some of these pipes here. This is a fluid pipe from the pipes mod, and does what it says on the tin really. It transfers fluid from one container to another. So I've got it transferring my lava from the crucible to the stone barrel, which has water above it to turn it into obsidian like we did in the last episode. And I've been discovering small amounts of obsidian because I do plan to go to the nether today because I need to get a blaze. In this mod as well, you also get a item pipe. The item pipe I used here with the pedestal mod. I'm about to go into that just for you. You basically put one down and you can shift right click the container you want it to go from with the pipe wrench, which is very easy to make the sticks and a flint. 2 flints, sorry. Very simple way of transferring items. It does it quite slowly at first, however you can get upgrades like so, which then give you like a stacker operation type transfer, and also allows you to do filtering, which is a lot easier when you start getting into your storage drawers or something like that to send items to where you need it to go. Okay, like I was saying earlier, I also set up these pedestals. So the pedestal mod is one of those really helpful mods in this mod pack. To make a pedestal, you need to use a linking tool. A linking tool is made of blue dye, green dye, red dye, diamond, and a stick. I basically bone milled grass to get the red dye from a poppy. I got the blue dye from a lapis, and the green dye I got from sifting dirt to get cactus seeds. I'm not sure if I've got any left to get cactus seeds, which you can then right click that cactus seed onto a block of sand and it will put a cactus there for you. I then just broke that cactus, smelted it down into cactus paste, then put that in my crafting grid to get green dye. And that's how I got this linking tool. This linking tool is used for a lot of the crafting, but you use it with stone slabs and stone to get a pedestal. But however you use it with gold, you get the upgrade base, and that upgrade base can be used with a bucket of lava and a bucket of water to get the cobblestone upgrade, cobble generator upgrade. What's cool about this is it can be put on top of different blocks. So I've got marble bricks here, which you can get. There, you can get this by just crafting smooth stone and bone mill. Put that in a 2x2 to get the bricks. Put this pedestal on top with the upgrade for cobble gen on it, and it starts making marble, which I'm planning to make my base look a lot nicer with. If you put it on top of nether bricks, you get netherrack. You put it on top of purple, you get endstone. Now, obviously, to get nether bricks even, you have to get netherrack to smelt in a furnace. You can very easily get netherrack in this mod pack by putting a piece of redstone on top of right click it onto a barrel that has lava inside, and you get your netherrack. And likewise, you can put it on with a bucket of lava inside, whereas with glowstone to get endstone. So with that, you smelt your netherrack down into nether bricks to get your nether brick to put on there to get more netherrack, which gives you the access to the nether resources. And the end resources, what you do is you break your end stone with a hammer to get crushed end stone, put that into a sieve, a diamond or higher to get chorus flowers, then obviously place that onto a block of end stone and it will grow. That way you can get your popped chorus fruit, which can be put into a crafting grid 2x2 to get purple blocks to be placed on there to get more end stone. So once you go through those little hurdles, you are able to get vast quantities of these. I plan to get upgrades here to make them go faster, but for now this will be just fine. One roadblock I have hit so far is when I created the world I didn't really think about what biome I was in, and I'm actually in a snowy tundra biome, which means on grass the only mobs that can spawn are polar bears and rabbits. Nothing else. So no cows, no pigs, no sheep, anything like that. The only ones I get are these, which bit of a bummer. However, over there's some plains biomes which I found just by clicking on my map key, and over here if you look into the bottom you see it says plains /air because that's the block I'm hovering over. So 80 meters away there's some plains. However, down here to the left there's a, I spelled that wrong, Menedglin. I'm saying it wrong, no doubt, but that biome's got some really nice looking grass, some really nice looking sky, and I'm going to build my ship when I build it over in that area. But for what we can do is this platform series I've got here, that can be the dockyard so to speak, and we build the ship separately and have it refined so when we want to set sail we can head off with everything we need on our ship or our ark so to speak. Okay, so hopefully that's not taking too long. What I want to get into today is Create. Now Create I think is the perfect mod for Minecraft because it adds a loads of functionality which is in line with how Minecraft kind of works and the aesthetic of Minecraft itself. So you use things with gears and you make factories. What I want to do is I want to power through the mod to get to the crushing reel so we can crush our items here, and that will double it so we can get 2 stacks of copper from this stack of ore, copper ore chunks. But we can go to I think 2.5 to 3 times doubling by washing as well. We probably won't get into that in this episode, but hopefully in the next few we'll get into that, and I want to create a create system for all our items here, crushing them down, and also get some auto sieving going because sitting here right clicking is probably the most tedious thing about this mod pack. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so one of the things we're going to need for the create mod is lots of andesite, because andesite is used to make things like the shaft with andesite alloy, which is 1 iron nugget to an andesite, so 2 iron nuggets to 2 andesite, which makes your andesite alloy, which is used for a lot of things in the mod, mainly the cogwheels, the shafts and such. So to get andesite, you can get it by sifting dirt and getting these andesite pebbles. You can get it later on by stone generation, and you can get it from create its own methods. Best way I'm doing it, because we have lots and lots of netherrack, is by sieving the netherrack you get quartz. Quartz can be turned into diorite with quartz and cobblestone. That diorite can then be turned into andesite with more cobblestone. So that is just the simplest way to do it, because essentially we're at infinite infinite netherrack even. So infinite So infinite nether quartz by sifting netherrack. That can be added to our infinite supply of cobblestone. So it's just a bit of extra crafting. We do have to mess with diorite, so ugh. And there we are. We've got loads of andesite now. So that should be enough for now. I then grab some iron nuggets. And oh, looks like we're running out of iron. Running out of space in our storage system here. Can't wait until we can get set up with refined storage. Okay, So I'm going to make a lot of the andesite alloy, because it's one of those things that you never have enough of it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to make is some of these shafts. So I think a good stack will do. We then want some of these cogwheels, which are used in buttons and planks. So I think 16 of those should do. The smaller cogwheels is just buttons, 32 of those should do. And what we want to do is we want to find a way to generate our, generate our rotational force, which is what's used in the Create mod to give you power. So there are a couple ways of creating rotational force, which is, one is the water wheel, which you pour water over and that gives you a small amount of rotational force, or you can get a windmill bearing, which is, I saw it a second ago, that one here. This can have wool or these sail blocks put on it to give you rotational force. That will probably be the way we go in a bit, but for now I think it will be easier to just go for a water wheel. So I'm going to set that up quickly. Okay, so let's quickly build out this platform a bit more to give us some space, and now we're going to set up our water wheel system. So I've made 5 water wheels, which again are made by cog wheels, large ones with spruce or slabs around them, and I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that should be enough for now. And we want one side open because that's where we're obviously going to get our rotational force from. So let me just do this quickly. Get a shaft, put glass on the top and bottom, just like so. So I believe the way it works is with each block that has running water over it. So usually the best way to do so is to have the water sources here rolling down and then underneath. So if I just go, nope, not you, 1, 2, okay, I can't do an infinite water source. Okay, let me just chuck them here. Let's try that again. When did you break? Interesting. There we are. So now we got some rotational energy coming in, which you put a, oh, it's updated. You put a cogwheel on. So typically what you want to do is speed up your rotational energy. So if you look here, this cogwheel here is turning at a certain speed, yet this one's turning faster. If I put another large cogwheel in there, that one starts spinning faster than that. We then put our small cogwheel again on there, and it makes it spin faster and faster. The more this does, the more stress it puts on the system. So there is a maximum limit you can go on how much it is. So think of it like energy in any kind of RF system. You don't want to exceed how much energy you're generating, and these don't generate as much as some other systems. Windmills are a good way of generating rotational energy, which I'll get into at a later point, and also engines. Engines are the best way really, and you can get an automated system quite easily done with that. But what I want to do now is use this system here to start getting what we need to make a crafting system to make our crushing wheels, so we can double our ores. Okay, let me get that started for you. But we are going to need to make a few things before we can get to crushing wheel. The key one is a mixer, because that is how we're going to get our brass, which is just this recipe here. 1 copper, 1 zinc gets 2 brass. Once we're doing that, that's when we can start making the crafters, and I hope to get all that done in this episode so we can get our crusher by the end of it. So first things first, we need to make a basin, which is very simple. It's just 5 of these andesite alloys like a Minecraft, and you get a basin. We then want a mechanical mixer. Just got rid of it. So we want a mixer, but to do that we need plates on here. So iron plates can be crafted with an engineer's hammer, which is string, iron and some sticks. I need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Now we've got a whisk, and then make some of this casings. Let's make a couple of those because they do come in handy. There we go. So we've got a mixer. What we will do now, words. What we will need, however, is when we need to make this, we need a blaze burner. A blaze burner is gotten by getting an empty blaze burner and right clicking a blaze. Clues in the name. But to do this, we're going to need some plates, some iron bars. There we are. So this obviously means I need to go to the nether, or I could be much simpler and make it using a blaze barrel, which if I was to do this, boop, and I've got clay. Okay, so if you can make a blaze doll, which is this one here, you need blaze powder, which we get from Minecraft, from Sivin, glowstone, netherwort. How are we going to get netherwort actually? I didn't think of that. Soul sand. Sifting soul sand. Okay. I don't have any of that by any chance, do I? Nah, let's go nether. Nether be easier. I could do that, but that doesn't sound as fun. Which is why I've also made this diamond armor. Because, yeah, nothing's going to go wrong, right? Also, I'm going to make some fire charges. Just one would be enough. And then, to get the recipe for bronze, which is this one here, you need 3 copper, 1 tin, which I've got in my chest over to the right, and 2 just there. And then I'll make a bronze sword, because this does more damage. This does 10 hearts of damage compared to my 8. So hopefully, this give us a bit more of a chance. And whilst we're here, I'm also going to make these goggles, because why not? They just need a gold plate, which we can get with a hammer, engineer's goggles. This allows us to look at items from the create mod, things like this. And when we place items on there, you usually get, see like that, you get a kinetic stress impact. And that tells you how much stress this is putting on a system. Does it tell you how much these generate? Yeah. So these can generate 256 stress. So if we go over that on here, it will stall the system. But now it's time to get a flint and steel and go nether hunting, because that's going to be fun. Nothing's ever going to go wrong. As you remember from last episode, mobs don't mean anything. Now, ooh, that's loud. It's going to turn you down a bit. What I'm going to do is go into my video settings and just put the render distance up to 32 chunks. Give it a second to load. Oh, I can already see it over there. So let's turn the video settings back down to 12, because otherwise my game will lag. I've also done these compressed cobble. So the texture has broken from the last episode because I've updated the pack, but normally this has got like a dark tint around it. But these are 9, so 9 of 9, so 81 per one of these. Alright, so I'm going to make my way over there, and I'll see you there. Yeah, I'm looking at this thinking, this can only go well. That's alright, it'll still be fun. feel like if I do this, I actually flinched in real life. Ah. This is gonna go so well. Whoa. Come on, one of you get closer to me, because that's all I need. Nope. Hello? Oh crap, got hit. I'm hit. Hello. How did he hit me? Come on. Let's eat. What's that over there? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Come on. Leave me alone. This is one. Okay, now I'm gonna have to try and build. Ow! This is going so well. Oh, thanks for the light. Yeah. Ow, ow. No. Come on, I just need to get one of them flying up near me so I can whack him with this. Alright, gotta try and remember how I build down. I believe you just go like this. No. Is he close enough? Yes, he's close enough. Run! Run! I got him! Run! Ah! Run. Don't go close to me. Scary noises. I don't like it. Yeah, this isn't the way you normally meant to do it. Normally you wait until you got like a jetpack and you got some better armor and some swords, rather than a coward's way of just running, blocking, and then. But I have it. I have the blaze burner. So now I can make brass to make the crafting materials to make our grinding wheels. Then at the end of that, I will show you how you can use that with these. With these to make your doubled ores. Okay, then base on top of that, and then on top of that we want our mixer. So to get this to work, you need to have a sideways gear onto it. Let me go and grab my gears. I suppose they're cogs actually, aren't they? Need a sideways cog to get it. So I'm going to put this here. Put you. No, can't do that. Ooh, let's think. How can I get this to work? Probably just move these would be easiest. So if I do this, then put it on top here, then put one there. I should be able to put you onto the side, and now it's spinning. Put a basin underneath it. Once I get all this going, I will obviously make it look nice and pretty, but for now, let's get some brass going. So I needed zinc and copper, if I remember quickly, and I've got my copper here, so we get 16 of those. For now, that should be enough. Then zinc, there we are, then 16 of those, and get some coal as well, because we do need to give this to the blaze burner to make it burn. Alright, so boop boop, turn the magnet off because otherwise it's going to pick it up. Boop boop, and now it's spinning. Why is it spinning? Oh, so you can use these as crafters as well, but we're gonna just pick these up for now that we've turned it on, because it's compacted it into a 9 block piece. So that's one way, by the way, of using a piston compactor one. With this, you can automatically turn these into their ore chunks, so that will be part of the conveyor belt process. Alright, so now we're getting our brass. Whilst that is cooking or mixing, we want to go over here and grab these. Go away, rain. We want to grab these rose quartz that we got from sifting. What was it? Was it Netherrack that we got these from? Yeah, from sifting Netherrack. And then we want some sand and some paper. Now, paper you can get in a simpler way, which is using the sawdust that you get from breaking down trees. So let me go and grow a tree quickly. And I need a hammer. Let me go grab a hammer. Have I got any in here? Nope. Got any in here? Nope. Where's the hammers? I've always got them mixed around somewhere. You're telling me I've got no hammers? I had loads of hammers. There they are. Now grow. 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 Yeah. And whack you. Got 6, that should be enough for a couple of pieces of paper. I'll pick you up later. Doop doop doop. Paper. Then we mix that with some sand, which I'm going to get by. Ooh, don't want to do that. Yeah, let's go for 4 pieces. Turn that to gravel. Then turn that to sand. And then turn that with the paper into sandpaper. It's almost like you wouldn't expect it to be sandpaper. Okay, so what we do, we put rose quartz in one hand and right click on the sandpaper. And it sounds like we eat it, but actually we're sanding it down to get a different resource, which is this polished rose quartz, which is just done by sandpaper. There's no way to automate it, which is the bummer, but we can use that to make these electron tubes, which can be used to craft. Where are they? To craft. Where is it? Ah, there. Our mechanical crafters. And we're going to need, I believe, 21 of these. So 7 should be enough. I'm going to get all the resources and I'll be right back. Okay, quick tip. When you're crafting your brass, you might find that you keep making blocks. What you can do is if you put a single brass ingot in this recipe filter, it will only allow it to make that recipe. So I completely missed that. But if I put this into it, you see it's not doing anything. But if I then grab my sink, which I decided to throw all the way on the other side, chuck that in, chuck that in. I picked them up. Oh, what? Why aren't you working? Oh, I know why it's not working. I didn't feed the blaze because he's a fussy guy, because he needs to be fed, and you can't just have like a hopper next to him, because if you keep doing it, it just constantly uses your resources. So you have to create a system which does it every certain amount of time, which is a bit of a pain. Anyway, BRB. Okay, so if I'm correct, we should have everything we need. So we need a mechanical crafter, which is going to need vast casings, and these cogwheels, and these electron tubes, which I've just shown you how to create, which was just like that. I don't need to show you how to create a crafting table, because, come on, it's Minecraft. It's like the first thing you create. So I should need about 14 of these. Probably not, but ayo. 1, 2, 2, 2. So we've got 16 there, and that should give us our 21 mechanical crafters. So You watch, I'm going to need more than this, aren't I? Just going to put these here for now. So you want 3 in the bottom, 5, then 5, then 5. Oh, I was right, sweet. And then 3 at the top. Now what you want to do is I need to craft one more thing quickly, which will be the wrench from Create, which is nope, there it is. So that is gold plate, which is like so. Quicker than finding the gold. There we are. So we've got our wrench, which is a cool looking tool. Let me get rid of you. Okay, so you see you got all these lines. This is the direction the block's going to move. So if I put a block in there, when it crafts, it's going to move down into here, down into here, down into here and such. This should be okay, but I'm just going to make sure. So all these are going to go to the right. This one's going to go to the left. This one's going to go to the left. This one's going to go to the left. They're going down. 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 So we want that one to go there. That one goes there. And that will mean that the block should output here. So we're going to need some cogs here. Oh, no, not like you. Ah, see, look. I've stressed our system too much, so now it can't craft anything. If I break some of the blocks, you should see that it pops back up again. It might mean that we have to go super slow in our crafting system. You can do that by, rather than going from big to small. There we are. So now the cogs are moving, so it will be able to craft something. Which means we need to get our crushing wheel, which is just this one here. So we're going to need a lot of andesite, some wood planks, and some solid blocks like smooth stone and such. So let me grab a single piece of marble. There we go. And we want our andesite. Let's chuck some of these blocks away because my inventory is a mess. Okay, so we want some of our... Where did it go? Okay, we want some of this. 21 should be enough. Then smooth wood, which we got some here, and then our planks. Alright, then our smooth stone, sorry. So here we go. Put one in the middle. You put your planks on each side, and then you fill the rest up with this. And then when you have it all in there, it should automatically start crafting. Now it's going to do it really slow because our speed is really slow. But what's really cool about this mod is it creates this little cool animation where it starts moving down and you see it sort of come together. And then it's going to pop it out here. It'll give us 2 from this recipe, so we don't have to do this twice, I believe. And then what we need to do is just get our system going. Why did you do that? Can I not use marble? What did I do wrong? Maybe I can't use marble. Oh, I saw marble in there. Yeah, marble. Planks. Andesite alloy. Marble. Oh, that's astral sorcery. Maybe I have to use a bit of smooth stone. Can I use the cobblestone? Or should it be in the last page? Nope, maybe not. Alright, let's just grab a piece of smooth stone then. There we are. That'll do. And let's try that again. Boop, 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 boop. And then wood. And then smooth stone. I never realised it was that much of a problem. I thought I'd done marble before, but probably not. I think it has to be the like smelted variety. Yeah, stone. Yeah. And then that should give us our crushing wheel. Second time's the charm. Yeah. And it all goes together. It should spin. And we got our crushing wheel. Oh yeah. Right. Now we can get rid of that because we don't need it. And then, oh, another cool thing about this wrench is if you shift and right click something from the mod, it will break it and put it in the inventory without it falling anywhere. So great when you're creating stuff over the void. So let's put you up here. Then we got you here. And then what we can do is, we'll do it this way for now. And then it's a bit weird because obviously you have to have this one spinning one way and the other one on the other side spinning the other. So you have to go a bit of an odd way about it. Oh, not like that. I always get confused figuring this out. Alright, I'm going to figure it out and get back to you. Alright, I couldn't think of anything clever, so I'm going to have to get a gearbox, which is made with andesite casing, which we made earlier, and cogwheels. Chuck them here, and then head back. What this does, it basically inverts the direction. So you can see that is rotating to the right, now it's rotating to the left. Really useful block. You can also put that in your inventory to do a vertical version instead. But for now, what we're going to do is do so, and then put the gearbox on top of that. So now it's spinning to the right. There we go. So what we can do with these crushing wheels is we can take our crushed ores. I'm only going to grab a couple because it does take a while with this slow speed we've got here. Next episode I'll probably look at getting a windmill system to get more rotational force, so we can make these go super fast and crush our items even faster. So you chuck these in and you'll start getting, with that gold, you'll start getting our gold crushed gold. There we are, that's the word I'm looking for. You also get cobblestone from this as well, which can just be voided off if you don't need it. But this can be smelted to get an ingot. So I chucked 3 in there, I've got 6. You can also do things called bulk washing, which means from that one ingot, one ore, you can get up to 15 nuggets, which is about 2.5 times the amount you originally put in, because you put 1 ore piece in and you get 2 crushed ore to get 30 nuggets. So, which is just under 3 times, which is quite cool. So I'm going to eat. That's really loud in my ears. Alright, I'm going to get all this sorted. I'm going to put all the clips I've got now into the video and see how long it is, and we'll see where we are. Alright, thank you. Okay, we are way over schedule for the video. I tried to give them about 30 minutes, but this one's gone up to about 42. So, I'm going to end it now. Thank you for watching. I hope you maybe learned something from this system here. Next episode I want to get it so it washes the ore as well, so we get even more. I want it to automatically take it out of our system here and perhaps get some auto sieving going. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Oh god, no. No. No, it didn't kill me. That's not as funny as oh, it did kill me. Bye.